Hello, I'm MBXSoyCat and welcome back to the video. Today I have some Minecraft news to share with you, and it's really interesting Minecraft news because it's two bits which are really kind of opposite in how one seems like it's fake news and one seems like it's real news but is a tiny bit fake, but I want to share both of them with you in today's video because Adventure Time is genuinely coming to Minecraft it seems, and also there is a genuine chance we're going to be seeing brand new bosses if you, collectively the community, can make it happen on Twitter. So I'm going to be talking about both those things and more in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like the video if so because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like this whole video. But with that said, let's get straight into talking about exactly what's going on today. So yeah, basically we've got the Adventure Time mashup pack, which is coming out soon for Minecraft console and Minecraft PE. That's really interesting that it's coming out for both, but first let's show it to you so you can see what I mean by that, just in case, like me, you've been living under a rock or something and haven't heard of Adventure Time yet. So let's go.
Adventure time! Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. We'll take the dog and then the human. The fun will never end. It's Adventure Time.
So even though I don't personally watch Adventure Time, I have no idea why that's so significant. I guess there's a dog and there's a human character in there, right? That's what I've kind of concluded. This is actually a really significant piece of news because it is the first real branded mashup pack coming to Minecraft, and you know, that's a big deal by itself because, you know, this could open up the way for more mashup packs from more franchises. You know, we've seen so many skin packs and it's like, do I really want to be the Simpsons skins? That's not too exciting, but this could open the way for actual mashup packs from other, you know, big things, like with the Marvel deal, like with the Doctor Who deal, like with the Simpsons deal, like I just mentioned, even like with the Power Rangers deal. All these sorts of things could eventually evolve into something more, and although on the one hand that means there's going to be more DLC offerings, which is its whole own thing, if you do play on the console, at least you can play around with the world and see it for free, which I think is just a, you know, an interesting little way for them to show off some stuff and have this great, like, kind of branding integration, if that's your thing. Again, it's really strange to kind of clarify this, but it is a brand new exciting thing which is coming, you know, sometime soon. If you like Adventure Time, it's kind of interesting. If you like brand new stuff from any of the big brands that Minecraft seems to work with, that's kind of exciting. And also it's really strange because this is the first mashup pack coming out for both Pocket Edition and the console. So it actually, you know, I confirmed by checking with some artists from 4J, it looks like this was developed by 4J Studios, but they're porting it straight to the Pocket and Windows 10 versions, it looks like almost immediately. So yeah, this is the first console mashup pack, which is just going straight over there, and that looks like the DLC is now then being harmonized. If 4J Studios, again, they're a separate company and now making DLC for the Pocket Edition, it looks like the other way around might just be happening too. And although, again, that's mostly skin packs, I'm not the biggest fan of that at all. You know, like I've said before, like skin packs are essentially worthless, especially on the PE, but if you're the sort of person that looks at those skin packs and somehow says, I want those on the console, then it's good news that they'll be going back and forth some more. So yeah, first skin pack, first mashup pack for both platforms at the same time, at the same thing, and this is an example of how the console seems to just get a better deal on this sort of stuff. Pocket Edition DLC not only costs more, but you also have less restrictive trials. You can't just try out the mashup pack, you have to pay it to give it a try. So yeah, the console is going to be the best way to try out this new DLC for both things. Also, when is this coming out? It says coming sometime soon. I'm almost 100% certain they're going to launch this alongside the new updates for the Pocket Edition and the console, which would be pretty big, right? There's going to be not only free updates, you know, PC 1.12, Pocket Edition 1.1, as well as TU53, whatever we're calling it, but as well as that, there's going to be, you know, a brand new mashup pack in there, which is kind of nice, I guess. I think the fact that they're harmonizing all this stuff is going to be an interesting experiment, and I guess we'll see what happens. So big update time coming soon, and it's going to include Adventure Time. But that's not the only news we have today, because the second bit of news is very odd, and it requires your help. That's right, you watching this video right now, if you have a Twitter account, or if you have the means to create one, and let's be honest, everyone has the means to create a Twitter account. It's not hard. You know, some people say, like, oh, it's okay, I don't have Twitter, how am I going to do this? It's like, you can make one, you just need like 6 boxes or something. But yeah, basically, this is big news because there is going to be a chance of brand new bosses in Minecraft, because the big tweet, the one that's going around, is this from Big Kafal, I think that's German, maybe? And basically, he says, how many retweets in order to get a few new bosses in the game, one in the Nether and one in the overworld would be cool. And in response from Daniel Kaplan, who capiche, you know, he's one of the big, you know, Minecraft people, he's like in the business side of things, he says 1 million exclamation mark. And then if you see the second tweet, you can see that he has in fact been, you know, talking about it, and he has in fact gotten 1,600 retweets, including one for myself so far. So we are 0.15% of the way to getting brand new bosses in Minecraft, and this means that if you want to see new bosses in the game, all you have to do is get this to 1 million retweets. That's right, right now go to my Twitter Twitter, you can hit retweet there, and you can hopefully get this to 1 million retweets. You might think that's not possible, Toycat, you know, like the most retweeted thing of all time is 3 million. How are you gonna get a Minecraft thing to 1 million? But that's the thing, because a lot of you might not have Twitter accounts, there's a lot of Minecraft going on Twitter, as far as I can tell, besides like, what, 4J Studios and the developers themselves. I would recommend signing up for Twitter and giving that a retweet. If you really want to see new bosses, if you really want to like kind of change the direction of the game, you can give it your best shot by going and retweeting that right now. You know, it's one retweet, that's, you know, like 0.0001% or something, but it's more noughts, I think. But even though it's such a tiny little contribution, why not pitch in and why not contribute towards the next bosses coming? So that is the big kind of thing you'll hear from most people, like, oh yeah, if we get this to 1 million retweets, that's that. However, as always, I like to try and cover everything I can see about the story. Even if the second bit isn't quite so exciting, it does seem like, you know, Daniel Capiche, basically, he got a little bit hesitant about his promise after it got to 1,000, because he said no promises, though, in response to that, which I know. I feel like if it gets 1 million retweets, you can't just kind of back off from that. So 1 million retweets still seems like it's likely, but I think he's really regretting making that promise. And yeah, hopefully, if enough communities get behind this, if you can spread the word, if you can make this thing happen, then we can get 1 million retweets, and we can not force them to make new bosses, but kind of, you know, strongly encourage them. And wouldn't that be wonderful? I think that'd be wonderful. But yeah, basically, besides this also, just as a tiny bit of news, there is a brand new update out for the Switch that fixes a few changes. It's not going to be the major update, though. There's going to be one of those coming fairly soon, and that links once more into the Adventure Time mashup pack, which are presumably coming to all Minecraft consoles, including the Switch. So yeah, big update coming out for the Pocket Edition and the console. We already knew that, but it's also going to include Adventure Time, and sometime far down the line, if we can all get together, we can see some new bosses in Minecraft. And isn't that going to be wonderful? I think it is. I hope you did all enjoy this video talking about it and sharing the news with you all. You can like it if you did, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.